The aura is a very wide energy field made up of many layers of energy, but before we can control them all, we need to be able to move the first mechanisms. Our psychic abilities are muscles which simply need to be trained. Just like you can't move all your body muscles, neither can you move all your mental ones. In fact, just like it happens with your physical body, you don't know many of your mental muscles, even though they've always belonged to you. The most capable athletes confess that only after practicing sports for a long time they realized they could finally use some muscles that they hadn't even taken into consideration before that moment, even though they were sure they knew them all. Let alone how many psychic abilities our mind hides, and we will find them all only after following an awakening path, during which we will resume, one after the other, new faculties without even realizing how we did. Our aim is to learn how to use every single mental ability, and during this lesson we will focus on our aura. Since we know the aura influences our lives, approaching or creating around the situations which adapt to our vibration, the final aim will be that of creating exactly what we wish through our energy, instead of continuously suffering the effects of an uncontrolled ability. As we know, if until today we nourished our aura with negativity due to stress, daily fatigue, sadness, and pain caused by past events, we could find ourselves with negative vibes. In other words, we would be bearing weights we'd need to get rid of. The first step towards learning how to use our aura is discovering its existence, hence becoming aware of its density inside and outside our body. For this reason, the first technique we are going to practice will be that of recognizing and expanding our aura. Step by step, I will guide you to improve your aura until you can obtain the strength you need to change your life and make a big difference. This technique will make you aware of the energy field which belongs to you, but which you have always ignored. Becoming aware of it, you will be able to modify it and to use it for different purposes. The first session will last around 15 minutes, since this is the first time you're practicing the technique. Next time, you may decide for yourself how much time you'd like to dedicate to each session, keeping in mind you will need at least 5 minutes if you want to model your energy in a better way. Anyways, the ideal duration would be 15 minutes. Remember that during the practice you don't have to rush to the next step if you haven't fully enjoyed the previous one first. Let's start. Sit down comfortably, keeping your back straight and relax. Breathe deeply and focus on becoming aware of your body. Breathe white prana inside of you. Keep on breathing white prana deep inside. Deciding to relax, you're allowing your aura to relax as well, to stop being tense. Keep on breathing prana and focus on the presence of your aura. Visualize it as a light emanated by your own physical body, a white light which surrounds you completely. Focus on the light you're emanating. Make it more real, helping yourself with deep and relaxed breaths. The more prana you breathe, the more your aura lights up and expands over 10 centimeters out of your body. You know it's real. You know your aura truly exists. You know what it looks like. You saw it with your own eyes. Now you just need to remember and strengthen it. Breathe prana and truly make yourself aware of its presence surrounding you. Focus on perceiving your aura around you, visualizing it as a white layer which starts to solidify. Breathe prana and expand your aura of 50 centimeters at least. Don't rush, relax, and focus on your aura. Be careful of every single spot of your aura, behind your back, above your head, below your body, and expand it towards every direction. Breathe prana and expand your aura. Make it stronger and stronger, brighter and brighter. Focus on filling up with light every area of your aura, without neglecting any spot, filling all its width. Breathe prana and focus on expanding your aura upwards, helping yourself with the crown chakra to extend your energy 1 meter, 1.5 meters above your head. Focus on each side of your aura at the same time, especially on the expansion above your head. Breathe prana and focus on expanding your aura downwards through a white light, extending your energy at least 1 meter below yourself, making it cross the floor, which cannot stop you. Energy can cross whatever material. While expanding your aura, insert a wish for protection so that it can improve its abilities to protect you. Program your aura to protect you from any negative influence. Stay focused on every area of your aura at the same time, visualizing also its extension upwards and downwards, at least 1 meter, 1.5 meters above and below your body. Don't rush, relax and breathe prana. Expand your aura in front of you, at least 1 meter. Now also expand it behind you, focusing very well on all its length. Expand it on your left, being aware of the bright shape your aura is taking. Expand it on your right so that it takes a precise spherical shape, with you in the middle. Breathe prana. Starting from now until the end of the technique, focus at the same time on your aura's energy in front of you, behind, below, and above you, on your right and your left, forming a sphere which expands 1 meter, 1.5 meters outside your body. Stay focused on the shape and fill up your aura with a dense light, as if you wanted to solidify your aura on the inside. on and add a feeling of protection, pushing negative energies far away. Increase your light's abilities, make it stronger and brighter. Be more confident of its existence and its density. Breathe deeply and finish the technique, feeling conscious of your aura. Through this session of practice, you started to gain awareness of your aura, but that's not all. Although you might believe the aura is only visible but not perceivable, if you keep on training this technique, you could actually perceive it in a concrete way, feeling it physically and not only energetically. If you can't see it, you can even touch it. This only requires a different kind of training, as we're talking about two distinct senses, requiring two different techniques. When you train your sight to learn to see the aura, you're finding out the existence of energy as a real fact, and not only as a written theory anymore. Seeing it in person allows you to realize that there really is a bright layer of energy surrounding you, as you saw it with your own eyes. This way, when you need to practice the strengthening of your aura, it will be much easier for you to see yourself emanating light, as you will actually know it's all real. In the near future, you will learn how to combine the two techniques, practicing them at the same time, but it's not the time yet. In fact, if you base your ability of strengthening your aura on its vision in the mirror, you would end up believing you cannot expand your aura, only because you wouldn't see it as you expected. In short, you would limit a technique because of your inability to see with your eyes. As we already said many times, the vision of your aura does not depend on how big the aura of the subject we are watching is, but it only depends on our own ability to see. Hence, we could have a 5-meter wide aura and only see 2 centimeters, convincing ourselves that that is all there is. Therefore, I recommend practicing the two techniques separately and only now and then combining them to play a little bit. Both techniques are very important and must be carefully practiced one by one, without neglecting neither of the two. When you strengthen your aura, it's very important for you to pay attention to those spots you've always ignored, like the area behind your back, behind your head, and below your body. Indeed, as you noticed in the first pictures, the aura was expanding towards every direction except downwards. This portrayal was deliberately made to show you the most common mistake everyone makes, which is believing there's no need to expand the aura downwards, as if it was taken for granted and not so important. Looking at the picture, you've had the chance to get a clear image of the big mistake and ward off its consequences. Every single spot of the aura must be strengthened, because if our energetic field is pierced or much weaker in any area of our body, negativity will cross it more easily, thus managing to enter inside of us. We need to realize that the lower part of our body is as important as the upper one, since our legs, our belly, our sexual area need to be protected as much as our chest and our head. Indeed, they are both part of our physical body. We don't have to be shy in protecting our low areas. There's nothing to fear nor to be ashamed of. By protecting below our bodies, we prevent negativity from entering through the most unexpected areas, thus keeping potential diseases far away, as much as physical manipulation coming from other people, physical and emotional discomfort related to our sexuality. Protecting the area below your body, you will realize you will start to feel better and to detach problems and traumas that you had collected in the past and never gotten rid of. Furthermore, you will realize how hard it is to protect yourself from the tailbone down, including your legs, as you will find thousands of reasons not to do it, to get distracted, to get apathetic, deciding to postpone. If you are aware, you will realize there's no logical reason not to feel like protecting your legs or lower belly and the bottom of your back. So what's really preventing you from doing it? It's the external manipulations. They just know they can enter exactly through that lower area, so they influence your mind to prevent you from thinking of protecting those spots. This is why you seriously need to start once and for all to protect and strengthen your aura downward. During the practice, I repeatedly invited you to relax and to breathe prana. Our aura is like a body muscle, and, if you want it to serve its purpose, it needs to be relaxed. The more tense you are, the harder it will be to expand your energy and strengthen your aura. On the opposite, the more relaxed you will be, the more easily your energy will immediately obey to your commands, expanding and widening as much as you like. Breathing prana during these techniques is key to moving your energy in a better way, because not only will it quickly take you back to a higher vibration, the frequency we should maintain when we practice, but it also strengthens much more quickly our energetic field and our ability to manage it. You cannot start a technique properly if you haven't breathed prana first. At the beginning, first of all, you shall focus on a measure, for instance 1 meter length, instead of immediately figuring the aura expanding for several meters, with no limits and out of your control. This will allow you to actually materialize your aura, which otherwise would be too dispersive and wouldn't be able to solidify, as it would be like throwing energy into the open air. In conclusion, we shaped our aura into a sphere. Clearly, the aura doesn't have a spherical shape, but it's much more irregular and certain areas are very unbalanced. This is why we use the spherical shape, to balance our energy and expand it towards every direction, especially where the layers are mostly broken and crossed by negativity. You might have associated the spherical shape of your aura with the bubble protection technique, which I taught you in some other documents, and you're obviously right, because the aura may help a lot the bubble protection to improve its functioning. But the two techniques are distinct, since the aura is our internal energy and mustn't be consumed only to protect us. This is why we practice the bubble protection as well, Thus, it's the bubble to protect us from entities, negative people, etc. This way, our aura can take care of its deeper roles. Like I said, our aura will help the bubble to gain a double protection effect. But we have many techniques that can improve our lives considerably, so let's use them all. At this point, I invite you to practice the aura strengthening technique every time you want to, at least once a week. Don't just always repeat the same thing you've already done, but try to outdo yourself with every session in order to really improve your aura and your ability to manage it. If you really want to learn how to use your aura to achieve certain targets, as I will explain in the next articles, act now and actualize your approach to energy by practicing more and more the technique you just learned. As for meditation, you will be able to go on and add new details and intents, but the main basis, which must never be ignored, will be the technique I taught you today, and it must never be underestimated, since becoming aware of the aura and strengthening it is and will always be the main pillar of your practice. If you liked this article, leave a comment here below describing the sensations you experienced while reading it or during the practice of the suggested technique.